Good morning.
Morning. Hope you enjoyed your Easter and had a wonderful time, Daktari.
Yeah, thank you very much for. Hello.
We can hear you well.
Are you hearing me?
Very well. I hope you enjoyed your Easter.
I did enjoy my Easter, and I can feel an echo coming from your place.
You did what?
There is an echo coming from your place. Now it is gone.
It's gone. So I'm saying,
Yeah,
so how,
thank you.
yeah. So good morning.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well until you delayed the 15 minutes gone out of my time.
Daktari, we are commodity champ.
And I'm sorry for what might have happened for your delay.
It's a part of life.
Thank you.
Now, we are entering what you call the politics proper week. We have seen nominations ongoing.
An election. Let's say if you are doing a referendum, you need a 40% turnout. Is this going to be the same as it is in the nomination?
Question. Because it's not looking good either way.
No, it is not, because we have not put our parties together. We don't have people who speak the truth about the parties. We have people who tell lies. We have people who come in these parties with money. We have people who are paid. We have pseudo experts who claim to be advising on strategy when they don't even have an office, when they don't have even a hat. You know, I am shocked about UDA having pseudo men like Baraka Muruka, that is an expert of advice, communicate what? When you don't even have a simple office where people can go and have a short call. So this type of experts who are money handouts, who go for money handouts, to be given money, then I say this, to be given, that is what is going on now, coming on the main parties. You can see the mess. However,
out of this both of the main political outfits, in some places, opted to give out direct nominations. What do you think about that, the whole aspect of direct nominations?
Every, what can I say? Every party in the world has what we call direct nominations. Everybody in the world has got what we call consensus. Everybody in the world does scientific polls to find out who is popular. Labour Party, Conservative Party, Democrats, Republicans, name them, ANC. They feel the candidates that are mature, that will deliver, not mature, but candidates who will deliver the party nomination, the party flag bearer must be strong. So there's nothing wrong with consensus, except if this consensus has corruption, that you call people, pay them to get away for somebody. That is where the problem is. But consensus in political science is normal.
Does it deny us a chance to know how a party might perform in a particular region?
Each party has got its own performance guidelines and ticks of yes or no, ticks of which, what we could call a working framework. A working framework that can tell you, do they want it? Do they want it? They don't want it. They want it. We want this one. We want Kones. Is Kones the bearer? Therefore, is the Kones can be the bearer? Fine. Is Kones in 1998 to become a candidate for Croydon Central, which is in Surrey, because it had majority vote of Labour, had done so well, had campaigned for them so well. So they put me consensus from the boardroom. They said, let that guy, Dr. Matsanga, pick it and go to the House of Commons. And of course, they had checked my records in UK. Everything was very clean, my papers, and I have been there for a long time, from 1987 up to 1998. I was going to be an MP for Croydon Central, a black man, directly selected from a Labour Party. So consensus and selection and direct tickets have no problem at all.
No problem with consensus, direction, and direct ticket. But then I ask, do we really have an understanding, given the nominations, of what exactly will happen at the general elections? Because it feels to some degree, in terms of the scientific process, that we may not be so certain as to what would happen at the general election. And yet a nomination process is supposed to give us a feeling of what could happen at the big game.
I already know what will happen. Why don't you ask experts? You should have asked an expert.
I know what you will say will happen. Yeah.
No, what will happen? No. Contrary to what you think I'm going to say. Wait and I say it. And I say it. Yeah, in August, Kenya will have more independent candidates as MPs and MCAs. Kenya will have more independent MPs and MCAs and independent governors in the and MCAs. Kenya will have more independent MPs and MCAs and independent governors. The law was made that if you have a problem, you can switch off and become independent. So we have given that gray area, a green zone, where you can go. If you disagree with the party totally, you know you have not been well treated, you will go independent.
No, they want the independent guys to come together under one umbrella, and the argument is that, you know, if they do that, then we are then again making them into another party.
Yes, you can't do independent to become one umbrella again, because then you are not independent.
Then you become something else. But you say yes, there's going to be a surge. Okay.
Whoever is saying that must be very dull in class, was dull in class, will be dull in class. And I know it is a court. These are the people, lawyers who move around.
Ekuro Okot was here last week. He confirmed he's still running.
Well, but Ekuro Okot is not worth it. He's not worth salt. He can't manage his own shoes.
Well, let me ask you about the running mate question.
You know, all the problems of Kenya emanate from Ekuro Okot is cut and paste constitution. And I've said that time and time again. When I said that Ekuro Okot went and mobilized Mboya to go and seek a warrant to arrest me. Because I told them the truth. This constitution of Kenya, I told them, you have cut and paste from an American institution. It will cause Kenyans chaos. 7 years ago, they almost wanted to kill me. So now here we are, you are in the same mess. You never listen to some of us who have gone through this type of education, through a type of tools of analysis. You never listen. Now he's going to court. Yet he's the one who made the constitution that makes it difficult. Even a man who has gone to retirement comes back to run for president. Being in retirement does not mean you don't eat. Don't you eat if you are not? Yes, doesn't Tony Blair run? If Tony Blair, then you should have put a caveat that once you are in retirement, you don't come back to contest for the prime ministership or the presidency. That caveat in the Constitution of Republic of Kenya is not there. Yes, where is it?
Ask you about the running mate question.
Excuse me, where is it? Where is it in the Constitution? Don't jump. Where is it? Have you seen it? Why didn't you ask a court? Where is it written that once you have been a prime minister, you should not come back? Where?
He said, and I quote, he said that once you have received retirement benefits in an office as high as the prime minister, then you are ineligible to run again.
Is it his law or was there a creation of a prime ministership in your constitution? Was there? Where is it? Jamani, msilete watu wengine wa upuzi hapa kwa television. Bring men who have substance, who reason. Some of the people fear me, boss, because I reason. This morning I had to reason with somebody openly. Asked that Ruto paid him 9.4 million shillings. Paid his. No, but I've told you, I told him today, himself face to face, because I saw that the banking slip. I saw it. He showed us with PLO Lumumba. Is there a mistake there? Is that an allegation? You come you wait first. You come from the bank and come and tell us that from now onwards, my friends, I'm going to be defending William Samoei Ruto.
But that becomes my wife, it's yours. You can always say that didn't happen.
You know how many of us were there? And I was with PLO Lumumba. Can PLO Lumumba lie? Can Matsanga lie?
It's you, man. You can. Yeah?
Yes, can the general manager of Kempiski lie? We were seated.
Be that as it may, Daktari. Allow me to
just wait. We
allow
were
me to
seated
something
and
else.
we saw the payslip. And today, Kenyans must know some paid mercenaries like Baraki Muruka, who was writing articles against Ruto. He wrote so many articles to jail Ruto. You have forgotten that? Didn't you read the articles? You are a journalist. Weren't you? Can I bring all these articles here? This is the same man today who is harassing everybody because of some poetic English.
Only a wise man changes his mind.
Let me tell you, only a wise man who eats from handouts is the most dangerous person on the streets of Jerusalem.
Okay, let's talk about the running mate question, Dr.
Senor Yesu has just risen and gone to heaven. Yesu last week chased thieves. I hope you are not going to ask me about the thief from Tarbo.
I don't have good words. I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't have good words for a thief from Tarbo.
I don't know who you're talking about. Let me just go to.
Yes, he knows. Thieves were chased out of God's temple. We are speaking with new vigor. Jesus Christ is risen. Your hallelujah. Let's have thieves not to talk about national issues like Kenya.
Let me ask you, Daktari, on the issue of the running mate, because I'm trying to get you there, and we seem to be going back and forth. But on the running mate question, because that's a question, because IBC would like to see, anybody running for president to be able to name their running mate before the 28th. That is next Thursday. And the papers are carrying, One paper is talking about how it's time for the women to get one of their own in. The other one is talking about Azimio, which of course is having a lot of difficulty in terms of Kalonzo Musyoka really insisting that he should be running mates. And then of course there's the one talking about Musalia to land finance top job in Ruto cabinet. Let me start with Azimio before we come to UDA. Who do you think is going to be running mate, in your expert opinion?
Why don't you ask for UDA?
We'll end up there. You I don't want to start with UDA because you know what, you can keep me in UDA for the rest of the show.
Yeah, first of all, with Azimio, yeah. I want to give you scenarios, then I leave you to get who will be there. Scenario number one, Mount Kenya population is the voter rich, the voting machinery with millions of voters coming from Mount Kenya area. But Mount Kenya has been disorganized by William Samoei Ruto planting seeds of discord against President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The seeds that William Ruto planted in Mount Kenya could turn to be the sour grapes that he expected out of the seeds. He could drink a sour wine. Why? Why would he drink a sour wine? Because the more you go on insulting Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the more you go on insulting him in that region, the more you lose your vote. That is very right.
So that's scenario number one. What's scenario number two?
So the vote in Mount Kenya, the vote in Mount Kenya could go, people might get annoyed, frustrated, and and even to the extent not to turn up to vote.
Okay. So that does not give us a good, what's it called, a clear, defined pointer to who would be the running mate. Kalonzo Musyoka is saying that he must be running mate given his years. What do you think about that and his demands?
I was giving you the second scenario. The question of a woman running mate is very crucial. And whoever chooses a woman, there will be feelings that this is sensible. But then, given upon which the Mount Kenya vote is littered with pitfalls of insanity, of sour grapes, people hating the president, people saying they want to order the rallies that he has made, people could turn up and have what we call voter apathy. Mark that word. Have you got your pen? Because at times I was a student, when I'm teaching a student who writes down something. There could be voter apathy, and the people say, since they have chosen, since we don't have a candidate, since we don't have a candidate in the big tribe, Buganda, there is no Muganda, there is no Shona, there is no Ashanti, there is no Igbo, there is no Zulu. Am I mentioning the big tribes of Kenya? There is no Dinka. You have seen, there is no Amoro, Oromo. We don't have an Oromo candidate. Therefore, what is the time? Why are we wasting time? People might stay at home. Have you got those facts now?
I hear you.
Then come to the question of Azimio with the other leadership. They have consolidated Ukambani, 3 governors, and a former running mate and a former deputy president. They have consolidated that. Azimio has that in their hands. It has about 2 million votes. Is it? Let's say Ruto takes about 100,000 votes.
100,000?
Yes. Because if the Ukambani people unite, Ruto will take 100,000 votes. Where will he get the votes? Yes, you get about 100,000 votes there. That's all. Because all the leaders in Ukambani, they don't like this thing of Ruto. It's only Mudhama who is unpopular. It's only the governor, the former governor of Kitui, of Nairobi, Mwike, unpopular.
But when people go there to the rallies are packed, Daktari.
The rallies, these are rented crowds. Hello? These rallies, people come all the way from Rift Valley and Mount Kenya.
That's
yes.
You know, I think.
No, at times you don't talk the truth with your people. They come all the way. It's not if you call it propaganda, then don't call me here again. I'm telling you
I think that's propaganda. You know, everybody has got some support everywhere.
You are saying the rallies, most of these rallies, because people don't have even a voter card. The rally, these guys who crowd in those rallies don't have a voter card, I swear. They have membership card as UDA, UAM, UDM, whatever you call it, but they don't have voters card. I'm talking from the basis of what logistics and what data.
Do you think Kalonzo and Wiper are justified in laying claim for the deputy presidency?
The what?
Justified in laying claim that that is the position that they must get in Azimio?
Yes. To lay claim where?
In laying claim for the deputy presidency of the country.
The deputy vice president?
Yes.
Yeah,
saying that they must be number 2.
No, not must. They must do a consensus. They must go to a retreat and sit down and weigh themselves. They are going to United States of America. No, they are going. Of course, they are going to USA. Kalonzo, Raila, Martha Karua, let them sit in a hotel there and come out with a candidate. Don't put me in a firing squad to tell you who the candidate will be. But
now, what about you? Now let's move to UDA. You might enjoy that one.
I am giving you factors that will lead to a better candidate, a better vice deputy running mate. Waiguru is a thief. Count her out. She might not, if you put her on Ruto, she will destroy Ruto's vote. She's a thief. Mwizi.
Say, look.
When you call me here, don't expect me to be barbering people.
But
here.
You see all those things people say, you know, Daktari, people have reached a point where they're saying that title, thief this, thief that, is, they say everyone, both sides, has got scandals that can be brought up against them. And many of these scandals have not even been wrapped up in a court of law. So no one has even been convicted, except of course Waluke. Yeah? But the rest of the guys will just say, hiyo ni court case na bado inaendelea hata hujajua kama
Didn't you hear 62 million being ferried at night by Kabura? Who was Kabura, hairdresser or Waiguru? So Kabura was telling a lie?
You see, we are not in court. That's for the courts to determine, and they didn't tell us specifically.
I did not expect you to behave like a thief.
No, you see, I'm a journalist. I have to go by facts.
Kones, I did not expect you to behave, even to say that word of a bad thief who can steal even your child's things. Thief is a thief. Once he's a thief, he must be told he's a thief. See,
for us, where we stand,
No. The The thieves that Jesus chased out of the temple of Jerusalem, you call them what? Where did you see them crucified?
Those are thieves. But all I'm just trying to say is, politically speaking, in Kenya, people say
we only saw Barabbas. We only saw Barabbas fixed on with another thief. But the rest of the thieves disappeared and remained thieves. So I'm saying thieves remain thieves. You might say they are not thieves. Of course, the court can clear you. But why should they come to your door and say, you took money, come here? How many times has Waiguru been at the EACC? So many times. Is it only you that you should have a problem with the EACC? Has EACC come to your door in that place, in that building, in that Kass, looking for you?
I don't have a position I don't have a public position.
Even if you don't have a position, haven't you ever bribed the police? You talk and look at God. I'm your uncle.
That what?
No, I'm your uncle. If you tell the truth, you'll have a problem. Haven't you ever bribed the police?
Have I ever bribed the police?
Yes, to go away from problem because you are running into trouble.
I have been extorted once upon a time.
Now you see.
I don't want to call it a bribe. You know, unajua if you're in a corner
and
you're told talk, toa hii utoke, it's very different.
No, my brother, you are using very good English word, extorted. Oh no, oh my God. I think if it is the community, we are leaving behind, then God help me. Extorted.
Extorted, yes.
Yeah,
it was not in my will. I would not have given money.
Yes, but why were you giving money then?
To get out of trouble. But you know, you
are giving money to a thief. Who is you are bribing a thief. A thief extorted you. Did you take him to court and sentence him? No. Don't you call him a thief up to today? Yes.
I hear what
Be
you're
a
saying.
lawyer. I don't know why you wasted your second master's degree to study something.
Perception. The perception is so and so.
Why don't you go and swap? No, wait. Why don't you swap one of your degrees and study law?
I cannot. Too late in the day. But there's a perception. You say now there's a perception that so and so would be perceived as a thief.
My dear Kones, it is not too late to swap, to study. You can swap. In the University of Nairobi, you can tell the professor to swap one master's degree for 1 year in law. You will understand these things. Extorted. I was extorted. By who? By a thief. Extorted by who? Why don't you name that person who extorted you? What do you call him? Sidio Mwizi.
Okay. Sawa.
You people from
that Tarbo, is the candidature.
You people from Tarbo, especially you and others, I don't know. You Tarbo people, there is a problem you have. Even in the constituency, you saw there was chaos.
Not in Tarbo.
Yes, you didn't see the nomination in Tarbo.
In Tarbo, it was okay. We nominated a lady as our MP, and
then you swapped her paperwork.
No, Daktari. That one was very smooth.
That was what? Are you telling the truth? Are you also becoming a liar like a Ruto?
I'll tell you this.
Are you becoming a liar like a Ruto? Because Ruto lies when you are seeing. I hope he has not infected you with lies. With that syndrome.
Anyway, so the running mate question, you said,
yes.
You think Waiguru is out, there's that perception that will follow up because of that graft case. There's Dindi Nyoro, there's Gachagua.
Dindi who?
Dindi Nyoro.
Yeah, that's a Shamba boy. Yes.
And by the way, you know he has not taken a UDA certification for Kiharu constituency, which is giving rise to the claim that maybe he's the one being groomed for the seat.
Let him come, they will cry tears in the morning.
You know?
Let him come. Let Ruto bring him on. Bring him on.
There's somebody over the Star newspaper is saying
Dindi Nyoro to win a seat in in Kenya watamkula asubuhi.
Na Musalia wanasema Musalia amekubali kuwa finance minister.
Don't you see, have you seen that madness that you can acquire 50% your government? What about other parties? Don't you think fraud of that nature starts with people like Musalia? If Musalia is not on the ballot as a deputy, forget Western. Let Ruto hear me.
If he's not, what happens?
No, if he's not on the as a deputy, because Malala and others told us that the Western this time we want to be inside. So if we were outside,
they said, Daktari, that they are not after positions.
My friend.
They said hiyo ni mambo ya ile pande ingine.
These two tribes vote their people. They don't vote positions. And I'm telling you, Eluya will not come up to go and vote. Eluya will go the other way and vote Raila.
If we use that as an analogy, then you know, not every tribe can become deputy president, surely.
No, but the other tribes that are contended. Yes, but these are two big tribes that have been in power. They need power. Malala told us that the deputy presidency of UDA Kenya Kwanza must go to Wycliffe, Bishop Wycliffe, Mudavadi, Bishop. You know me, I've never taken Mudavadi as a serious man. I take him as a bishop. It's better to preach in church than he has only one thing in economics. Oh, the people, wananchi. Who is wananchi on bottom up? A man who brought the bottom up policy. David Ndii has told the wife to contest Kiambu for gubernatorial seat as independent. Why didn't he tell the wife to contest as UDA? Why? Because the policy is useless. It was just Hundu to pick money from Ruto. They just gave Ruto something and he gave them money. They are enjoying. Ruto will cry tears. I hope he has banked some money for his children.
Yeah, and then there's you know, we spoke about.
Why are you not answering? Are you also part of the? I hope he has banked some money for the children.
I'm not answering because I don't want to get into it.
The country is about to laugh, and it will laugh. It will laugh. Celebrations will be there after 9th of August. The words that can't polish even his shoes.
There is a lady from Foda Silly Party.
No, I'm just telling you, for Kenyans to know, he can't polish his own shoes. You need to polish your own shoes and be smart enough to be able to come on national TV. You don't give us a constitution that is cut and paste and you tell us you are worth salt. People will not vote him.
The people giving the alternative will not be able to.
No, you go ahead. You are naming me the president. Let's go ahead. Who else?
There's a guy called Kukubo who's also running.
Have you ever heard about him? You are even having problems in pronouncing his name.
He's been running several times, by the way.
Who?
Nelson Kukubo.
Yeah,
he's a citizen. You know, people who are looking, who are saying, you know what, we are here, we want to offer alternatives.
You know what? Some of them cannot even win a village deep chairmanship of a cows. A village deep, ile ya kuosha ng'ombe. You know, when you send cows in the village veterinary deep, they can't become chairman. At least for me, Matsanga, I can tell you proudly that I'm 10,000 miles away from my constituency, but I win a seat.
This means people who are just trying to say, you know, we can give alternative leadership.
The man that I tell in Uganda to be the MP in Bududa constituency for all these 37 years, nobody has beaten me. And listen to me that way. Know that I'm a kingmaker. I'm now telling you authoritatively. I can win a seat 10,000 miles away from London. And I have done so. Go and ask Nambeshi. He's my MP. He's my cousin. I gave him the seat. I said, yes, until our children grow. Then one of my children, I said, take the seat. You can't beat me. Please, I'm telling you. So some of you think that because I'm here, I'm Paul, a Gentile speaking to the Jews, you can underrate me. I can win a seat when I'm very far.
Worked up. When I asked you,
don't worry. I am not worked up.
Yeah.
I am still. No. I am worked out because I do a legacy of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. That's it. Why I'm insulted on this national TV everywhere I go is because I defend Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So be it. That you are Ugandan. Africa is integrating. Congolese are going to be in Kenya playing music every day. Will you tell them to go away? They are East Africans. Yes. So we are East African. We are African. Do you know who demarcated your boundary? If you ask most of the people writing about someone being a Ugandan or a Kenyan, ask them who demarcated. Do they know the history, even the date? Who's Bismarck? Do they know? They don't know. These are kids. You are people who stopped at the school compound, but they did not go in school. And I hope you don't give them chance on your television. Give chance to people who entered the school in the classroom. You can go to school and see the flowers of the compound. That is different. But you have not entered the school. Yes, thank you. Any questions?
Anyway, Daktari, we have
Yes.
run out of time. I noticed over the weekend that you were really enjoying the fact that CS Keter did not make it in the Kericho gubernatorial polls.
Yes.
I noticed you are very happy.
Again, when I say why, you will say it's allegation. But let me know.
Okay, then don't say why. If you are going to say allegations, you are really enjoying that. I saw you.
Let me frankly tell you, and I want to be very frank and candid. I was very happy for Cartel to have failed to be a governor of Kericho because he will steal money again. He's a thief. He stole the whole energy industry and brought it to knees with his own co-conspirator proxy. we shall support B until Koistene does not see the governorship.
The lady who came through from Bomet, the young lady.
I have given my sympathies and my congratulations to that young lady, 24 years.
They were comparing, you know what they were saying? That while they are electing young people...
By the way, she has done very well to stop a motor machine. That woman, a motor machine.
Yeah.
The woman rape of Bomet who was insulting Raila Odinga.
So people looked at us. So why is Raila nominating them?
Congratulations, Toto. Congratulations, Toto. Even if I don't support UDA, on this side, Uncle David Matsanga supports you. Anything you need in Nairobi, you will get it. Water, anything.
I'm happy you say that. I need you to say something before we cut off. What about you, ODM's nomination of Oburu Odinga?
Very sad and very good. Who tells you that age does not mean that you don't eat? If you are aged, don't you eat? Is there a law in Kenya prohibiting anybody above 80 not to be a president?
But we are, it's a time.
Hey, wait! I told you to go back to school and study law.
County, for example, see Nandi County has got a young governor.
So what?
Young senator.
That is
chasing after young women.
Why
many of the
don't
MPs and MCAs are 30, 35 or below.
Why don't you write in your constitution, tell Mr. Ekre Court to write in a constitution that anybody above 80 should not become a leader in this country? You don't have a constitution stopping people. And I hope you are not going to remove these things and cut and give me a tape. Let them hear live.
Only the young people, the old people want to give way to the next generation.
Generation is not given to thieves. Generation comes stage by evolution. The best political science in the world is evolution. Am I teaching? Evolution. Political democracy evolves. The democracy in Africa, the elections in Africa, they have not evolved to a degree where a loser goes home. We are still at a stage where the loser fights back and the winner crushes the loser. That is the democracy.
Well,
have you got a point? Have you got something there? Yes.
Final thoughts, Daktari.
My final thoughts. Before we meet again on Monday next week, I want to tell the people of Kenya that the legacy of President, His Excellency President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, yesterday I took a ride around the road. His Excellency President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Yesterday I took a ride around the road all the way from down the airport up to where it ends. Don't worry, we are in, you want to catch me why I went on double decker. I'm entitled to. It is your problem. Am I the one who created the class struggle?
Okay, I'm just asking. So you went on it, okay.
Let me ask you, Mr. Kones, did I create any class struggle in the world?
Sorry?
Did I create any class struggle in the world?
I don't know.
I have never created a class struggle. Why is it that Jesus entered Jerusalem on a donkey? So why do you blame me? No, why do you blame me for going on the double decker?
You were on the double decker. How was it like?
Yes. For any investigative journalist like me, I have to test the waters. What is going on? That is a good legacy for President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. My thoughts are support Uhuru to finish his term as he's finishing give the legacy, hand over to Raila, Amolo, Odinga, Azimio to continue with the good work. Don't hand over to thieves who are going to steal your money. That's all I can say. Goodbye and God bless.
We'll end it there. I don't know how many people agree with you, but we'll end it there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, what is it that you want to say? Don't end it there with half. So tell me.
No, I'll just.
My son, no, I'm open to criticism. Dr. Matsanga,
I don't have much to say.
My friend, why I've lived here 67 years, I'm open to criticism.
Okay.
Criticize me. Call me names. Call me all the names.
No, I wasn't going to call you any names. We are good.
Because you remember I'm your uncle. If you called me the names, I will go down and pray the Luya way.
I come from, we do not insult elders, so we are respectful people.
Yeah, but if an elder is a wizard, you tell him.
Yeah, we people of Tarbo are very respectful.
I don't think you have found your uncle being a wizard. I have never been a wizard. Have they told you I'm a wizard? A night runner?
All right, we'll end it there, Daktari. Thank you so much.
But your deputy president, your neighbor, is a man of so many colors. So we don't know which color he belongs to.
Yeah, we'll let's leave it there, Daktari. You have a wonderful day.
He's a Bible reader. He's at the same time.
Yeah, we are good Christians where we come from.
Have
a good day, Daktari. That's all the time we have for.
Thank you.
On 59 minutes.
And at the same time, a rich man. Thank you. The rich man telling poor people that we are hustlers.
Stay tuned for Leah coming up with the lawsuit. Daktari, have a wonderful day.